So obviously this is Bugsworth Basin. I'm breathless, just been casting all the ropes off in a bit of a hurry, because I've run out of water just this morning, which is more of a pain even than it probably sounds to the uninitiated, and so I'm nipping over to the water point, which is like 100 yards away, and I'm just going to fill up quickly, get rid of a couple of bags of rubbish and press on down to Whaley Bridge in the hope that I will find a free spot. So I'm going to take a little bit of speed off. Here we are at the water point. There we go, tied on only by the centre line, hooked on to this ring here with my little lasso rolling hitch jobby, and I've already set up the hose from inside so it's ready to go, like so. I love this thing. Yes, there we go. Right, hose on. So water's on. This is the longest job, so this is the job you start first for obvious reasons. Might as well take the key out, no point leaving it there. Now I'm just going to lower, that is too high, so I'm going to pull out another little bit. That's it, just lower it so it's not quite touching the floor. I mean, it will when the boat comes out. Right, now for the rubbish. So here, I'm behind the services, right, these are the bins. Elsan and toilets, Elsan and water up front. But just behind the service, look at this. Beautiful little valley, river valley. I think this is the River Goyt. And that's where the noise comes from overnight, obviously the water noise. To that wooded area there and back towards the navigation pub up there. But that's a lovely little location. But anyway, onwards and upwards. So services are done. Pretty quick, I've got to say. Time to sling my hook and get down to Whaley Bridge. So first, to undo this thingy-majig, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to open up the hose, which I just closed. It has an on-off button here, so I can turn it on. There we go. That allows the water to drain out of the hose. So water off. Okay, undo it. But let's get this out of the way, it's a bit of a trip hazard. So as you can see, the hose has barely touched the floor, and I just give it a small tug and it starts to retract. He says sometimes it's got to be straight on. Little tug, that's it. And I'm just leading it. It's rewinding itself back into the boat, which is loads easier and cleaner, and it'll just go right back into its housing over there. Okay, I'm going to seal up the bow, so to speak, although as we know, as we found out to our cost, it's not rat proof. But anyway, so I've still left the tail piece on. That can go in my pocket. So here we go. I'm going to shush now. It's quite a short trip, this hose thing. Quite a short trip. And this is the view. All too soon, leaving the lovely Bugsworth Basin. It really is a beautiful place. I think it's definitely one of the great moorings, in my view. It really is. It's, you know, it's the hills around. It's an area of natural beauty, and that's official. but it's not just the beauty, it's the place itself. It's, you know, it's so wrapped up in history, and that you can almost feel a sense of the history when you walk around and see the ruined buildings, which, by the way, only fell into disuse a century ago. But it's officially classed as an ancient monument, so there must be something like more than 100 years old or something, must be the rule. But it's a UNESCO, oh, I don't know. Right, come on, get the thing zipped up. Bloody hell. Zip your coat off. How hard can it be? Hard, as it turns out, yeah. Disappointingly. Anyway, because it is quite chilly today. A bit warmer than yesterday. Yesterday was bitterly cold. It was around 0, but it was the wind as well. There was a real, one of those winter storms, or the remnants of one, blowing through, you know, 40-mile-an-hour gusts, and so on. And it was pretty unpleasant. I really should have made this move yesterday, but I just didn't fancy it with the wind. Trying to moor up just to get water when there's a wind blowing, and it would have been across and behind, and just looked like it just would have been a night holding on to the boat. If you can wait a day, I didn't know how low I was on water. That's the thing. Coffee. Excuse me. Coffee is it's lukewarm. So I've got the tree coming up. Oh shit. Right. Bit of a semi-emergency, because and now my bow is involved with that tree. So that was really poor. But I've got some momentum. But how do two boats pass here? I cannot figure out how you would do it. So I'll turn the prop off. I'll turn the prop off so those branches underneath the water don't do any damage. Now I'm going to turn it back on, because the boat drifts, and now it's drifting out towards the far bank. So now these two probably think they're watching an idiot at work here. Well, you know. Lukewarm, can no longer be drunk. So here's two ladies. Morning. Morning. I'm not going far, to be honest, so I should be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Interestingly, the guy, I don't know whether they're boaters or just local walkers, because he said, you haven't got your gloves on or something, as he walked past, which I've never heard, you know. I mean, it's cold, but it's not windy, so my hands aren't feeling cold at the moment. I'm feeling okay. There's a little settlement here, Bugsworth, that's what it is, Bugsworth, and it goes right up, and it's a steep hill up there. Those houses are situated on the side of a bloody steep hill. You would really feel it going up there. You do a fast walk up there. Anyway, yeah, so that's that sort of, I would say it's a village, it's not a town, but it's Bugsworth. But the basin is named Bugsworth, B-U-G. There we go, there's another little sight of the countryside to the right, which in this case is north. I'm looking north there, and we're just going under a very busy, I think it's the A6, and there's a Tesco, of course, which I visited. I'm going perilously close here to the bank on my right, and I need to stop doing that. No good's going to come of that. There's a couple here that were in the basin on this boat imaging, and I've seen them around a couple of times. Well, the boat anyway. I don't think I said hello to them. So at this junction here, if I go right up there, I'm heading towards Disley and generally speaking towards Marple. If I go left, that's north. If I go left down here, which I am, I'm heading towards Whaley Bridge, and it's a very short cruise. It's maybe 3/4 of a mile, maybe half a mile. It's not much. So it's a bit of a wing and a prayer, this, to be honest, because Whaley Bridge was kind of full. There was one space, I think. I came down on the bike a couple of days ago, and there was one space. I'm going to have to get over it. I wanted to avoid the boats, but I've got bushes and branches and all sorts on the right. But so far so good. These are long-term moorings we're looking at on the left-hand side here. These people will have paid CRT to moor here for longer periods. Somebody said they came down here last week and under the road bridge was the only place you could moor, like it was the only place available. That's a bit of a grim thought. Could you imagine the noise? You'd have to have a bloody good reason to try. Oh, there's rings there though. Oh my god, there's a ring there. Right. So good. Bloody hell. So again, on my left there's a line of permit holders, mooring permits. What we're looking at on the left is still permit moorings. I'll show it any better, look. That's the bank on the right. That must be sticking out about 3 or 4 feet. Anyway, there's a sign coming up which I think indicates the start of the visitor moorings. So this is where shit gets real, folks. Mooring agreement, permit holders only, no? Still permit holders? We're almost into the town, a couple of 100 yards. Let's see. I'm looking for the sign on the left that indicates the start of the visitor moorings. Is this it? I think it might be. And this is the same spot that I sussed out. It is, yeah. And it's still the only one that's free. Okay. So here's my spot, guys. It was the only one free the other day, and it still is the only one free. So I'm going to step off. Where's the boat? There's a boat in front of me, but I've got bags of space, so I need to get the back end of the boat in so I can step off. But I also need to reduce its speed. So let's give it a burst of reverse. Get the thing in. Here we go. So, what's the deal? No. Hello. Hello. What time is it? It's about 5:30, 5:15.
No, 5:45.
5:45 on a Saturday. And
Is this it?
in where the hell is it? Whaley Bridge.
Here it is.
And right. And me and Jeannie and Ian are just and Harry are just off to watch the wassailing, which is a first for me, but apparently I think they're going to mug me, to be honest. They're dragging me down a dark alley to mug me down. Is that the plan?
Yeah, it's a wicked man.
it's not Wicker Man.
Oh, is that? So is that what's going on? Those lights are people in
Get in there, so
in costume?
Yeah, go on then, I'll get the...
Oh, right.
And you get some pickies.
Wow, that's weird, isn't it? That's
You
crazy.
get some pickies here.
Not doing anything yet.
No, sure.
No.
I'm going to go up the hill a little bit to get a better picture.
We're here.
Are they getting ready to start, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, we're just starting off.
Welcome to Whaley Wassail.
Hey!
First point, when anyone says wassail,
Hey!
you have to get another wassail.
Wassail! God, I did a Nazi salute that time. I must stop
We're
that.
then going to possess. We're going to start the dance all the way from Lancashire. It's a dance called Ragged Crows.
I'm dog sitting them.
And they're going to stop there. Back through the middle. And you're all there.
Sorry, Jeannie's clobbering everyone randomly with the... Yeah. It's like sticking it out at people.